I guess for me, my involvement with Red Frog started when someone invited me to the Gold Coast to have a look at this program. I couldn't quite understand, I didn't get what a Red Frog lolly could do and how that could change or impact someone's life. But when I came across Schoolies Week on the Gold Coast and I saw thousands upon thousands of young people making some not so great decisions and some, choices where they were drinking excessively, partying hard, and then I saw volunteers in a Red Frog shirt making a difference, impacting young people's lives. It changed me. It changed my perception. It changed the way I saw things.
Peer pressure is very important around alcohol, and I think the question is to go back behind that and ask, why do people drink? And I don't believe anybody gets up in the morning or goes to an event thinking, I would like to overdrink, I would like to be in a mess in the corner, I would like to lose all my dignity, and I would like to feel really ill the next day. This seems to me an impossible position for people to want to put themselves in. So I always look at it that there are drivers behind that, and that is a need to fit in, a need to bond with other people, a lack of security or feeling that you can just be there. And this is where I think Red Frogs are at their most powerful, because there they are in the party, having a good time, talking with people, making connections, not with alcohol. So I like to think that what we're saying to people is, yes, there is a normalisation around alcohol. Yes, there is peer pressure, but here is a lived practical example of how not to give in to that. So when we have that sitting there in front of them, connecting with them, then it's so much easier for them to withstand those kind of pressures.
The Frogs gave me a lot of guidance in the early days about how we could improve our trips, how we could have more of a focus on activities. Basically give me the confidence to start doing activities without alcohol. The early days, back when we started, it was a very alcohol-driven experience. These days, it's all about the activities, and they still party and they have a good time.
Red Frogs are involved at Macquarie in a variety of ways. They go to the villages and do dinner, probably about once a fortnight. We also go into educational things at Dunmore Lane College, so we'll go and talk to the students about partying and about respecting each other and how to respect yourself in different circumstances. We do a lot of O-Week events, so we partner with the university and we'll put on events for international students such as Speed Friendship.
We had 500, 600 students coming down just because they wanted to get to know people. And it was just a fun event, we're having games around sort of string on your finger and colourful lollies in bags, and that started a conversation.
If a student doesn't make friends in the first 6 weeks of being on campus, that the chances of them dropping out are quite high, the chances of them developing mental health issues are quite high, and failures in their studies as well.
So when we talk to someone we think they shouldn't have another drink, then we're not just saying, on your own, wander over to that water cooler and take a drink. We're saying, go and have a chat with the Frogs and come back and talk to us later. And when they go over there, they're not just being offered a water, a Red Frog and a donut, they're being offered conversation and connection. And I think in the end, what people are genuinely looking for are human connections. And if we can facilitate connections, then we can change other behaviours, because that's at the heart what people are craving for.
We got this phone call one night. It was a red call and there had been a sexual assault. We got the call as the team because we were in their zone. Got up to the room. She really didn't want to have anything to do with us the whole week. She didn't believe us. She thought we were out for different reasons. We had another agenda. She's just hungry for love and attention. And we got to the hotel and she was there, and she had been, it wasn't rape, but it would have gone there. She was able to get away. Her clothes were torn and she was laying in bed and just was distraught. And I remember sitting there with her, just trying to offer her just something. sitting there and being in that moment with her. And I remember her looking at me going, "You don't have any idea." It was just so crazy because here you are being vulnerable with her, being vulnerable in that moment, and all you want to do is help. And then she comes back and says, like, "You don't care. Who are you?" And you have never experienced hurt or pain. But I was able to share with her a part of my story and my journey that broke down a wall. And I didn't let fear set in, and I tried to just stay in that moment with her. I'd love to say that year we left as best friends with her, but they didn't. She continued to chase after the guys, even after that instant. Fast forward though, a few more years, I got this random message on Facebook, and it was from this girl that had been assaulted. And she just, basically it was just, I know this time of year it's schoolies, and I don't know if you and your husband are going there, but I just want to let you know that your perseverance in my life Sorry. I remember you not giving up on me and still being there, and I was so mean to you. Even in the moment when you were just trying to reach out to me, I was so mean. But I saw that you loved us and that you cared for us, and I was so taken back and full of fear because I had never known people to just be so selfless. She said, "I don't know you guys really well, but I watch you guys on Facebook and your lives, and you guys are real. You all are real people." And she just said, "It's because of that I eventually have changed, and she went to tell me, what she's studying and what she's doing, but just at the end, she just said, 'Thank you.'"
Everybody, regardless of age or regardless of stage of their life, needs support at different times. And if you're there, you can help. If you're not there, then you're on your own essentially. So anywhere that a frog can be with any sort of age group, and if someone's in need, then they're going to make a positive impact on someone's life and maybe prevent something bad from happening.
At the moment, we're a single income family. We don't have the capacity to give a lot, but we do believe in the principle of giving, and we believe in the heart of Red Frogs and the value they add to young people's lives.
Well, from a business point of view, we take the stance of we can't do everything, but if we each do what we can, then we're contributing to a solution. So we volunteer our time, but we also volunteer our finances as well.
It's just so rewarding as a business owner being able to support a company like Red Frogs, because we get to see firsthand exactly what that support is achieving, especially down the coast at schoolies. Yeah. So yeah, we do it because it's just so rewarding.
If 500 people that are at the gala tonight could give $10 a month, in a year you've got $250,000 to go towards safeguarding a generation and looking after young people at their time of need and a vulnerable place.
I think that year showed me that we have to persevere with this generation. We have to continue and be consistent in their lives, because if we're not, something else is going to take that. Somebody else is going to, and it could lead them in a wrong direction.
Very early on in Red Frogs, I worked out a very simple thing, that I can't do this by myself. I need others. And when you learn to need others, you learn to value others. And we value our partners. And like at schoolies, we couldn't do it without Department of Communities, Council, all the drug arm vans, Rosies, police, AMBOs, and together you can achieve a lot. I just want to appreciate and thank all our partners, supporters, volunteers, the people that even contribute just a little bit every week. I'm a big believer that little things over a long period of time make big change. And if everyone does something, that's a big impact in life. By ourselves, we're limited, but together we can make a difference. So I just want to thank every single person out there for even the smallest contribution. You make a difference.